Okay, so this is the end result. Pretty funky. Do you want to explain a little bit about what the colors mean?
Yeah, so
Besides, like, just looking like toxic
we
sludge.
have, well, the orange we talked about earlier, the joints are detoxing. The black is your liver's detoxing, which pretty much everybody turns black because we have a very toxic world that we're living in. Was it green at all before it turned black?
Yes, it was.
Okay, that tends to happen too. So if it's dark green, then it's the gallbladder, and that also could be liver and stomach too. And then I think that's the main things. You looks like you might have some lymphatic action going on too with the white bubbles.
How often do people, or I guess how often should people be doing these?
Okay, so if they're gonna be on an ionic footbath protocol and add it as a part of their detox program, then I would say at least 2 to 3 times a week, and then take breaks in between because you're actually detoxing 48 hours after you do one of these things.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, yeah. So it's pretty cool stuff. And you can do them here in the office, or I do have them for purchase too, because sometimes people just don't want to drive from Summerlin or wherever all the way over here. And
So
yeah.
just for people watching, how much do these run? Or what's the price for
So
purchase?
usually we want to do at least a package of 4, and that's a 168 is what that would run. And we do have other packages with them, but if you do a health coaching program, it's just included in the program too. You
Okay.
get 12 of them with you.
What exactly is do you want to explain a little bit about the health coaching program?
So the health coaching program, I designed that to be, let me just move your bag so I can see. So I designed this actually years before I even did the whole naturopathic doctor thing. And I found that as I traveled around the world and went on an adventure to figure out what is health and how to be healthy in this world and where are the healthy restaurants and things like that, I started logging everything. Where do I get food? What kind of foods are healthy? Who are the naturopathic doctors and other resources in the holistic community? And so answering basic questions like that is a really foundational part of the program, because a lot of times people are really stuck. They go from the standard American diet and fast-paced way of life, and then they're trying to figure out, well, now what do I eat? Where do I shop? Where do I go?
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of a way for people wherever town they're in to kind of dissect all that, and I can coach them through the process of that as well. And then we also want to coach them through it's a program to dive deeper. So when I do the testing, I give them all this stuff. Okay, this is what you should do and go home. What I found that within 3 months of when the client gets the program and then they come back and see me, sometimes it's hard to follow through and make really big changes, especially if this has not been something that's been a part of their life. So I just kind of coach them through the process, and then sometimes there's some big things that maybe there's emotional things that people have to deal with, so that they can make this a part of their life. Sometimes there's a life coaching type of things that need to be talked about, because if we're not managing our time well, or we're trying to manage a business and a family and all these other things, then maybe those are some things that we need to talk about. How can we make this more easy to understand and implement with everything else we're doing? Right. So those are types of things that we're dissecting too. Some of the programs that I offer, health coaching program wise, I do additional testing in it too, so that we can dive deeper on, let's say I see a lot of fungal type of signs in the live blood or the dry blood, and we can do things like the mycotoxin test, which will help me discover which types of molds or fungus that people